Hello everyone, before this video starts I just wanted to say that this was not intended to offend anyone of any particular culture or anything. So yeah, you know, all the accents that I've done for comedic purposes only and entertainment purposes. If I have offended you, I do apologise, so just, yeah, okay, cool. Thank you. Hi there! Right, okay, that was not scary at all. Hello everyone, what's going on? How you doing? Pieces, pieces, pieces. So today, I'm going to do impressions for you guys because it's what I like to do. It's a type of performing, perhaps a type of art as well. So here we go. And the first accent I'm going to start off with is the easiest in the whole bloody world because we hear it every fucking day. American. Okay, so I'm going to start off with your regular American accent because we hear this all the time on TV. You know, we see it in movies. You know, it's in songs that are out on the charts and everything. You know, this is like what we see. We're like super exposed to this all the time. No wonder nobody knows anything about, you know, Britain, basically England, and other surrounding countries. So yeah, pretty cool, huh? To be honest with you, I haven't really tried anything of the American cuisine. You know, I've tried, you know, I've made macaroni and cheese. I've had spaghetti and meatballs, which is not Italian. That is actually an American Italian thing, or perhaps just plain American. Chicken on pizza is not an Italian thing. Italians do not put chicken on their pizza, so I'm gonna have to say that is something that came from America. You know, Italians usually they have like a margarita, or they might have a bit of pepperoni on their pizza, stuff like that. But they're not gonna throw like 10 billion toppings. You know, the most simplest recipes, and I know this from speaking to Italians about it, the best recipes you can make are the ones where there is not many ingredients in it. Where's my glasses? Okay, so next accent I'm gonna do an accent that's like from down south. I don't know whereabouts that's from, but I just know I hear it on TV. I hear it sometimes, and I just wanted to give it a try. I did this accent in class. I think it was about must have been about maybe two years ago. I was impersonating. Well, I was doing a scene where somebody basically died, and I had to kind of give my testimony. So I did this accent because I like this dialect. You know, it's different. Okay, next one. I just wanted to give it a try. I'm not too sure if it's gonna sound alright or not, but here we go. You know what you gotta do, right? You wanna get that money from Tony, okay? You gotta go in there and you gotta tell him, Tony, where the fuck is the money? Okay, because if you don't say it like that, you're not gonna get it. You're gonna go home. You're not gonna have any way getting home. You're not gonna see your daughter. You're not gonna see your son. You're not gonna see your mother. Everyone that you know, okay? You gotta make sure you do that, otherwise you're gonna get home by walking there. You know, you wanna get on the train and then get off and then go home. Let me know when you get home, okay? Make sure you get that money. Make sure you get it. You gotta piss him off. You gotta piss him off so much until he bursts and he's like, okay, fine, I'll give you the money that I owe you. Okay, I'll do it. Okay, so like this accent is like what most people think of when they think of America. Like most people, when they think of an American accent, they think of Beverly Hills. Like, they think of, like, the girls who are, like, all stupid. You know, they twirl their hair all day. You know, they think about what color they're gonna paint their nails. You know, they think about the weather outside, right? You know, this is kind of, maybe this is a bit too extreme of a Beverly Hills accent, but this is like a stereotypical white girl, Beverly Hills, Starbucks, drinking, you know, apple pie eating, you know, a calorie watching, diet water drinking Beverly Hills girl. I haven't met anyone from Beverly Hills. I haven't even been to the States before, but you know. Next accent, I have to check. Is it recording? I must check. Oh, very good. Okay, next accent I'm going to try a Russian accent. So, with the Russian accent, I know you have to basically relax, you have to roll your R's, but not too much. And you have to relax your cheeks, you are not moving your cheeks or your mouth very much when you speak in the Russian accent. You know, my favorite person to do a Russian accent is Red from Orange is the New Black. If you know Red from Orange is the New Black, she is actually an American in real life, but she is doing a Russian accent for this whole thing. And maybe she is a Russian American, I don't know, because she speaks Russian in the show. Maybe she had to learn a bit of Russian to do her role. I don't know, I'm not too sure. But yes, I know you use your tongue and your mouth a lot when you're doing the Russian accent. Apart from that, I don't quite know what you're doing. Basically, that is what you have to do. I don't speak Russian, so I can't do anything in Russian accent, so I'm just going to have to leave it there. I hope you like, I hope you enjoy, I hope it is good for you to die, I hope you like it. Hola, ¿cómo estás? This is a Spanish accent, and I try to do a Spanish accent. I don't know what to do exactly, but I'm going to try to do a Spanish accent. I don't know how it is going to sound, but I'm going to try. I think maybe it's sounding a bit Italian, but I don't mean for it to sound Italian, I want it to sound Spanish. You know Espanol. So maybe I try to do the accent, and if you like, then you leave a like, and dislike if you don't like, I don't know. I try, you know, it's not very good, I want to, you know, I'm not good. Io non hablo español, però mi gusto in Spagna. Ok, il prossimo è impressione, è italiano. Sono imparando italiano adesso, al momento. Non è molto difficile ad imparare italiano. Italiano è non molto facile, non molto difficile. It's in between. Okay, so that's enough of me speaking Italian. We do the fucking accent now. Okay, so this is pretty much how they sound. From speaking to a lot of Italians, I have Italian friends. Ciao. I have Italian friends. You know, I speak with them. I speak with them a lot. You know, I speak with them sometimes. On WhatsApp, you know, I wanted to call them on the Skype, but I'm too shy to do the accent. I'm too shy to practice my Italian, because I'm not perfect, I don't know what to say at certain times, so perhaps if I try to force myself in a direction, maybe I will get better at Italian, but at the moment, I'm not very good in speaking, in writing, reading, listening, I'm alright, but when it comes to speaking Italian, I'm not very good with the speaking. So yes, Italy, I love you Italy, I love the country, I love the people, I love the food, I love the land! Okay, that's enough of that one. I'm going to get a lot of comments from people that go to my college now.
Oh, you're obsessed with Italy, oh you're so obsessed, oh you love the country, oh you're obsessed, you're obsessed with it.
You know what? You have not been to a country in which you have absolutely adored and loved, so, you know, you haven't really travelled much, you know, if you think I'm obsessed, because, you know, when you learn a language, would you want to speak it as much as possible? You would, wouldn't you? Would you want to immerse yourself in the culture? You would, wouldn't you? Exactly. So it does make me obsessed, it makes me a fucking person that's learning a fucking language! Thank you! Okay, so the next accent I'm going to try, I'm going to do the, this is what it's called, this is called a received pronunciation accent. This is found in, perhaps, you know, like Westminster, you know, the places that tourists would go when they visit England, you know. This is how perhaps the Queen, you know, I know how the Queen speaks, a bit better than this actually. You could not possibly impersonate the Queen, but you know, the accent, this is kind of, it's very, you know, there are no glottal stops, you know, there is no gonna, wanna, shoulda, coulda, going to, want to, should have, could've, you know, There's none of these contractions or abbreviations of any sort. You know, by the way, we don't all sit around drinking tea all day. Some of us actually prefer coffee, believe it or not. And we don't eat cucumber sandwiches. How fucking boring is that? To sit around and eat cucumber sandwiches? Are you that stupid? Do you really think we sit? And do you really think we all know the Queen? Really, do you really think that? And do you all think that we sound the same and that London is the only place in England? You know, London is one place. There is much more to England. You've got Manchester, you've got Leeds, you've got Birmingham, you've got Essex. In Essex, you've got, you know, near to me, you've got Chigwell. You know, you've got Loughton. You know, you've got Buckhurst Hill. You know, in Essex, you've got Chelmsford, you've got Colchester, you've got Clacton-on-Sea, Southend-on-Sea. You know, you've got all sorts of places all over. You know, you've got Croydon in Greater London. You know, you've got all sorts of places. You know, places that you probably would have never heard of. You've got Brentwood, you've got Dagenham, you've got Chapel Heath. You know, you've got Becontree. There's so many places in England. You know, open your mind a little bit, and you might discover this. Alright, so our next accent is, some people might think of us like, when we speak English like this, what we sound like. Some people sound like this, like people what live in like East London. I'm talking like, I don't know what areas though, people might sound like this. It's like some people in Essex sound like this as well. Like some people speak, like if you watch a TV programme, right, it's called EastEnders. You'll find most of the characters speak like this, but perhaps not as extreme, because I think I'm a bit fucking exaggerating, mate. I think I'm fucking exaggerating here, mate. I think it's a little bit, you know, a little bit exaggerated. But you know, when you hear certain accents, this is something how some of the people sound, you know. Yeah, you know, there's a lot of glottal stops in this accent. That's a perfect example. You know, if you weren't from East London, you'd say glottal stops. You know, basically a glottal stop is, you know, the sound in there, like, you know, but well, like that. Okay, so the next accent is my normal accent. This is how I sound normally. I'd say it's in between Cockney and Posh. Posh, because I get called Posh a lot, because most people what live here near, most people speak like this that live near me. You know what I'm saying? Like most people speak like, they think it's bare sick to speak like this, innit, fam? Like I think personally that is the most dickheadish voice I've ever heard in my life, and that's the most retarded way of speaking I've ever heard. I think, just, you know, I would shoot myself if that's how I sounded personally, but you know, some people like to speak like that because they think it sounds cool, think it makes them more popular, and so on. So, but I personally don't like speaking like that. I think it's not very, you know, what are you going to do if you go to a job interview? Aye, side man, you fix me up with a job, innit? You know, you can't go to a job interview and be like, hey cuz, get me a job, innit? They're going to be like, excuse me, what did you say to me? And kick you out, you know, and you'll have to leave. Or you'll not have a very good job. You'll be working in, I don't know, you'll be cleaning toilets, speaking like that. You know, you've got to fix up, look sharp. Sorry, yeah, you got to fix up, so I don't know what this was, don't ask. Okay, so I really hope you enjoyed this. I hope this made you laugh. This was not meant to offend anyone, although I do have a lot of opinions on a lot of countries and their ignorances and their stupidities and their intelligences and their talents. So yeah, please like, subscribe, share, do all that lovely beautiful stuff. I love you all. You're all beautiful. You're all wonderful people. Love, peace, goodbye.